Hey, out there, internet land. Yours truly here with another gaming video. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 2 Remake again. I know it's been a few years since I played this game on this channel, but with Requiem out and all that, I thought maybe I would. I didn't finish my Resident Evil 4 Remake vlog that I was doing before. I know I've played that game a few times on this channel, and I didn't get through all of the last playthrough I was sharing, but since Requiem came out and all that, I just kind of thought maybe we'd start all the way back to Chapter 1 of Leon's saga in the franchise in terms of the remake RE Engine canon. So, further ado, we're going to go on ahead and start that. Let's go hardcore this time. I've got some deluxe weaponry too, so looks like the monster thick burger from Hardee's, I'll admit. Yeah, imagine if he was talking about that on Conan O'Brien or something like that. What would they think? Yeah, you're about to find out what that guy on the radio was talking about. And Leon's chapter begins right here. I tell you, that song sounds more like it could have been released like in 2001, 2002, '03 rather than 98. Doesn't really have that much of a grunge sound to it. More like an active rock sound. I mean, I know active rock was pretty common in the 90s, but it had more of a grunge sound to it. That sound kind of died out after like 2000, I'd say. But I tell you, grunge in the 90s and active rock, new metal in the 2000s, gosh, that stuff was the shit to listen to at the time.
Hello? Anybody there?
Is there anybody alive in here? Can anyone hear me?
Something's not right.
Is there anyone alive in here? Can anyone hear me?
You alright? Don't move. I'll be back for you.
That's some pretty brutal, menacing crap. All the way.
Damn it! Oh, what the hell?
Okay, now let's run out of here. Just keep running. Oh. Looks like we have help already.
All right?
I think so. Thanks.
Maybe later. We're safe.
There's a whole pack of zombies on the loose.
What's going on?
Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
There. They're right now.
The brown hair?
No. Looking for my brother. He's a cop too.
Fine. It's a good thing we found each other. I don't know what to expect anymore.
Okay, we'll just skip that.
God, this is so real.
The station's not much fun. You'll know something.
Yeah, but what if we're the only ones? What if there's no survivors?
There's survivors. It's a big city. There has to be. It's like we're walking from here.
Are we running?
Yeah, good call.
Infected individual behind the wheel of that truck. He can't even stop. And they didn't have a stowaway this time, like in the original Resident Evil 2. There was a stowaway zombie in the back of the police car. It's like a nightmare come true. Night of the Living Zombies. The undead take over Raccoon City.
There it is. The station.
We have now entered the Raccoon City Police Station.
Is anybody here?
And we'll just use this. Use that too.
There has to be someone here. Not good. Gotta find that guy.
Ink ribbons have made a return. Yep, and we've got weapons with infinite ammo, so should have the upper hand to the highest extent. Yeah, I finally got a haircut today. Gosh, I really needed a haircut after 5 months of not getting one. My local beautician, she gets a lot of customers and stuff, and even from where she has a beauty treatment salon and stuff, and some of the people she cuts hair for are like styles there. They've got too much of it, and sometimes I just don't know when I'm gonna meet an obstacle with her anymore. Oh. Open sesame. Yeah, like what Two-Face says on Batman Forever. Yeah, it kind of looks a little like Lucas Baker, but it is like a pure zombie in Raccoon City. The fact that that zombie did look a little like Lucas, though, it's not really any surprise seeing that this was the second RE Engine Resident Evil game after RE7. Yeah, people can say what they want about Resident Evil 7 Village, but I thought they were tremendously great games in Resident Evil. Yeah, you really feel sorry for Leon because he was starting out his day as a rookie cop, and the fact that he ended up in this mess. I mean, well, I guess at the same time he kind of got something out of it because he became a agent for the government. Ah, well, so apparently I do have to use that knife that Brana gave me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I already had, like, the infinite knife. Couldn't have just used that. Yeah, I know the feeling. My jittery hands. We're turning the station into a temporary shelter due to the massive sudden outbreak. All police personnel have been instructed to make the safety of the citizens their top priority as we try to accommodate as many of them as possible. One of the refugees attacked us in the middle of the night, resulting in the death of one officer and injuring 3 others. The person in question was quickly restrained. We believe this was simply a case of someone snapping under intense stress. A mob attacked the station today, resulting in the number of casualties. A few survivors were able to make it safely behind the emergency shutters, but surrendered. As we are, it'll be difficult for any of us to escape this place. We're not sure if we can fix any of our comm equipment, so we remain cut off from the outside world. And he must have used up all his quarters, or either that, or even if he's got them, he doesn't know how to use them. He has no humanity left. I remember the combination. And we'll take the typical way through the library, I guess. I was thinking about taking a detour, but I don't want them getting up later when the liquor attacks later.
Are you okay, Mark? Do that. I'll be right there.
I think this is the first time I ever played this game, and not taken any damage on hardcore yet.
Yes. I knew she'd make it. Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her. second floor. East side. I'm on it. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Okay, gotta do one more thing before we go out and check on Claire. No more zombies through this zombie box. Yeah, like Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. No more mail through this letterbox. Even though I probably don't really need it. Probably don't really need this either, but I picked it up in the library on a little bit of a whim, I guess. Made one hell of an impact. That's more of an impact than what Impact Wrestling makes today.
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay.
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How you doing? Helicopter just knocked it over.
I'm in one piece.
Guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
It's good. Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah. Take your time.
Claire, I think we should go.
Don't worry about me now. You take care of yourself.
We need to go. Now!
Okay. Let's get through this. Both of us.
Marvin, I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin! Damn it.
It's almost like he's sitting Indian style and I just shot him down. I've never seen him do that before. They usually just fall right over and start laying down. Yeah, he's angry with me because I shot his leg off. Oh no. Oh man, liquors. If there's anything I hate in the Resident Evil world, it's the liquors. That liquor is about to go bye-bye. One down, two to go. I'll go on ahead and get the lion medallion. All right, we got one more medallion to get. All three of them have been unleashed.
can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
I understand. I won't let you down, Marvin.
Okay, we are about to continue here. About to see what's underneath the police station. It's Billy Birkin. Yeah, I cheated, so what? As Dario Cueto from Lucha Underground once said, rules are like bones and they're meant to be broken. Okay, I'll be taking that. challenging karma is about to come Leon's way.
Damn. Need a key card.
Hey,
Who is that?
stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. Your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Hello? Hey. I don't believe it. A real human.
Yeah, almost sure that's the same guy who voices Grimjoe in Bleach anime.
Are we the last ones alive? No, no, there's a few of us. Huh. That's good news, I guess. Yeah. That's of course Irons sent you. Irons? You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around? Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now. What do you mean by that? He's the bastard that locked me in here. I'm sure he had a good reason. He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. Same thing to him, I guess. I'll make you a deal. I'm not gonna sell out like this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me. Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first. Look, we're both prisoners in the station. Either we play nice, help each other out. Shh. It's coming. What? What's coming? Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Hey, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here. Who is that?
It's just me. Put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. Wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You know him?
He's an informant. Had information he used to my investigation.
So what he said was true.
I don't know why the lady who voices Ada in this Resident Evil 2 remake didn't reprise the role for Resident Evil 4. I mean, other than the fact that I know that the woman who voices her in the 4 remake, you know, played her in that post-credit scene of that Welcome to Raccoon City movie. It may have been a fan suggestion, I don't know, but to me, I think that's a much better voice actress for Ada, I think. Let alone the one that voiced her in the 2 and 4 original. She was a pretty good voice actress for Ada, too. But they just had to have her you know, recasted. Yeah, like I was saying, you know, and according to a article I read on my MSN homepage, apparently Lily Gayo, you know, who voices Ada in the RE4 remake and plays her in that post-credit scene, she received a lot of bad harassment on her social media pages because she voiced Ada in the RE4 remake. Yeah, I don't know what they was really thinking. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm a subjective individual, and I've experienced some things different than other people. That's pretty much a lot of people out there. I mean, I know I've probably felt it more than some, but yeah, and even like when it comes to me liking some of the forms of mediocrity and all that out there, some people like it, some people don't, and people like Lily Gayo better as the voice actress for Ada. That's completely their 2 cents, and they like what they like. Oh, Oof is right. Oh crap! No. Oh no. No. Oh crap. That'll shield me. Okay, just one more to find. Comes to doing my roleplay fan fictions with AI over on Chubb AI, I actually decided to do the Harry Potter verse over there, and ironically, I'm the first ever Harry Potter role. And see, I never even roleplayed Harry Potter on MySpace or roleplayer.me or Site Model. Well, after all these years of me finally taking on a Harry Potter role, I'm playing a role that nobody probably even would have thought to play in the Harry Potter verse, and that is James Potter. After all, he won Lily over Snape, so. Oh, wait, I was too busy rambling on. I forgot to get the fuse to open up that door. Yeah, I actually created my own Lily Potter bot, and I'm interacting with another one on there that was already there before I even joined the site, probably. It's pretty cool how KMFDM has another new album out. I listened to the song Oubliette, and I tell you, that's the best KMFDM song I've heard since Paradise. Paradise was like the last like hardcore listenable album they had. Hyena and Let Go were a bit meh compared to compared to all other albums that came out of it, particularly World War III through and to Paradise. Yeah, thanks to a roleplay friend years back in like the Trek verse and DC verse, I mean, for confidentiality, I won't really speak of what characters he roleplayed as, but he had KMFDM playing on his pages, and boy, I just thought the stuff sounded that catchy. I decided to check it out for myself, and yeah, thanks to him, I became an avid listener of KMFDM, the German industrial band. And they got a new album out. See, they usually only wait 2 hours tops before they release a new album. I mean, they have on a few occasions have waited 3 years. I'll definitely at some point I'll have to do a review on my new music band reviews that I do. I'll definitely have to do a like I said, a review on KMFDM on some of that stuff and like bands that I've listened to even in high school as an adult and stuff. But yeah, that new song Oubliette, yeah, I tell you, compared to the stuff that was on Hyena and Let Go, it's like they kind of got back into the roots for the first time in like 7 years. For me, I think when it comes to the Lucia when it comes to the Lucia era of KMFDM, I personally would have to say that albums World War III through and to H Yeah are probably maybe the greatest. Another thing when you listen to KMFDM, it's like, you get vibes of like Street Fighter music and all that and Mortal Kombat. I'm wondering if maybe some new songs off that album will probably even feature in the upcoming movies. I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter movies later this year. And even the new Mario movie, me and my brother are probably going to go see it. And we might even see it again with our dad. Our dad's coming up on that same weekend, so. Alright. Yeah, I know James Potter was a bit of a big butt in the books during his days at Hogwarts up until Lily pretty much reformed him, but he could turn into a deer just like Lupin could turn into a wolf. Or like whatever that like wolfish creature was, and Sirius Black could turn into an animal too, and even Peter. It was actually Scabbers. I'm not sure if those that new like HBO series that's expected to come out, I don't know if that's gonna thrive or not. Especially since it may take even longer to finish those, like compared to what it did for the movies. Like it took 10 years for the movies to finish. So with the Harry Potter reboot on the rise, it could take maybe this time, maybe 2.5, like a decade and a half to finish. 15 years. Comes out next year, 2027, and then it's like I said, it could probably last up until about 2039, 40 at the very least. And think about how much more aged the actors are going to be for their part. Not to mention on with the Batman Part 2 coming out, on how Robert Pattinson may be slightly too old for his role by the time that comes out. But at the same time, if Matt Reeves decides to do Robin, at least Robert Pattinson will be old enough to play a Batman that has a Robin. You know, Bruce Wayne always tried to be that other father figure to Richard Grayson. I'd call him by what we called him as for all those years, like dating back to the 90s, but since people are more easily offended even by that word alone, I don't nickname, yeah, it's probably wise just to call him Richard Grayson by today's standards. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Better get moving.
I wonder if Marvin will turn on this round. You know, Marvin doesn't always turn when you play these games, but sometimes he does get up and he turns officially into a zombie. He'll try to attack you. Oh no. Hey, we better get moving before that bastard catches up. Sorry, didn't realize that was yours. No! Yeah, she sure crawled a long way. He's already on his way back. I'll be taking that back, thank you. Okay, he's back out, I think, so I'm gonna lure him over here. Oh, wait, no. Apparently he didn't walk out yet. As soon as he reemerges, I'll be able to lure him over, like, far away from the library. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no. Like I said, I'm gonna lure him. I'm gonna lure him outside. If I could lure him as far from the library as possible, that'd be great. Need to make sure I have that, you know, that that cog, because it's gonna have to go in the clock tower that we're about to approach. Oh man, he's already back up.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Okay, we got the other electronic part. Get out of here now. Yes. The station's swarming with monsters. Even I can hear their cries. But it's not the zombies I'm afraid of. It's Mr. X, the ultimate bioweapon developed by those scumbags in the utmost secrecy. To think that thing might be wandering around here. Chances are they've ordered it to wipe out the witnesses. And it's another one of many nemesises. What are they after?
Give me a break.
This is getting old. Saving your assets twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
No,